Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and today is... today's hopefully going to be a better day. For anybody who missed it, last stream, yesterday, I attempted to make progress, and I did. I achieved that goal, but I eventually ran into a unique issue that I've never had to deal with, at least this aggressively. I ran into a mathematical equation or a mathematical moment where basically the enemy outnumbered everything and I basically lost everything. I didn't fully quit or give up, but yeah, it was not a great time, to say the least. Also, this is kind of how I hope things won't go today. And this is how I hope things will go today. Me chasing bugs away only for them to, come back with a vengeance. I want you guys to see this because this is going to be me, 100%. But that being said, let's go ahead and start. Now, I'm going to kind of be moving around, running and doing stuff because this is hopefully going to be my saving grace today. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dustin. I don't know if you have ever really used those. They may not be good, they may be bad, yada yada yada, whatever. Realistically, I don't know if they're good. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't know. I do know that a lot of places, I was doing some research and stuff online, a lot of people were suggesting on Death World Marathons, it's basically a race to flamethrower turrets. And once you get to flamethrower turrets, that is going to be your main way of survival for a good bit of time. Now, the issue with flamethrower turrets is I do not have plans to use them in my current wall setup, which is unfortunate. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to make room for them. That's really the long and the short of it all. I did, however, go and look at... Let me just quickly save and show you guys. So current evolution, we're looking at 48% for time, 50% for pollution at a 0.58. Okay, that's pretty terrifying, If we go to the one from last night, this is the mathematical part where everything was just going awful and dying, basically. We're at 0.69 with a 56% pollution at 41% time. Now, realistically, I was doing some research into it. This is one of the huge attacks that kind of broke me last night and made me realize that this just isn't going to work. Oh, it's the oil. I was like, where is that happening? This is the attack right here. We're going to play this just so you guys can see what you missed near the end of the stream. This time they're going this way, but it doesn't really matter, let's be honest. But there are big biters in this mix, and big biters are terrifying. So, yeah, this is kind of what happened last night. Now, big biters do not have any flammable protections, just explosion and physical. Spitters, I'm not seeing any resistances for it. I'm just trying to look. They keep moving. Only explosive resistance. So, not the greatest either. But this is exactly what happened last night. This was the breaking point, me realizing there's literally nothing I can do. I did spend a lot of time trying to get this research, and I was researching a bunch of other things here and there, but unfortunately, things hit a fever pitch last night, basically, and I just can't continue the playthrough. So I went with the Butterfly Part 2, which is basically before I did anything. So you'll see all the walls are very different. I did do at least a once-over before I ended the stream last night. But today, what we're going to do, I'm going to reduce the amount of oil that I have over here. Maybe I'll reposition a lot of this stuff. I don't need a ton of things working over here. I just need some things working over here. So I'm going to deal with this real quick. But yeah, that is basically the issue that I'm having is I just can't afford to do what I've done, basically. Very unfortunate, very sad about it, but we have to accept our losses wherever they might be. And right now, they be in my face, and it's not pleasant. I have to look at my failures head on and go, wow, I made plenty of mistakes. Probably should do something about that. Over here, what I want to do is remove some of these. We'll remove like 2 of these. Like so. Because realistically, I don't need that much. Space is a commodity, and it's getting very difficult to find the space for a lot of this stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm reorganizing a lot of this space. I also need to move this stuff down. I think I'll just move it over here, actually, so the plastic doesn't need to travel as far. Batteries, I actually want to increase the production of because I just need to. And then all these green circuits also need to be moved. So, because if I'm looking at things objectively, I mean, there are some places like over here I could use a couple flamethrower turrets. Maybe I should set a few of those up, actually. Let's just pause those and just make a bunch of flamethrower turrets. Because, yeah, they are doing a number on me here, and I don't really appreciate it. Not gonna lie. We're going to do this. I'm going to place storage over here. Really don't want to place that there. I need to be mindful of what the heck I'm doing, basically. Where's that pump? There it is. Okay, we're just going to do that. Probably shouldn't have destroyed this oil, but whatever. Alright, so once this kind of fills up, I do need... Where'd they go? They're there. Set this back up. Really? There we go. These red circuits need to be moved out of the way. Because again, 1, they're kind of cutting into the laser line up here that I'm trying to create, and 2, I need to place flamethrower turrets, so all this needs to move. Is that from the excess bullet line that I was trying to do for a while? Let's just go ahead and do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into half, basically. All this basically needs to go. Probably shouldn't just completely rip all that apart. So green circuits will be here. It's kind of annoying, but you know, I really would like to know where I'm going to place things, so for now, we'll just do that. Clean this up. Oh boy. See what I mean? Okay, so they're attacking from this area. I need to do something about this, like now, actually. So what I'm going to do is laser turrets I kind of want like this. flamethrower turrets, maybe do a little bit like this. I'm wasting oil here, I know, but I do need this like operational now. This is going to be good. It does kind of arc that way. So the main reason I don't use these is basically just the way they're designed. I don't really like the way that they're designed. They're kind of derpy looking, basically. Also, I don't know how much oil this is inside here, but, you know. We'll see what this attack wave looks like here in a second, hopefully, maybe. Let's just go like, actually, that one's good. That's the attack wave. There's going to be another attack wave down there I probably should prepare for, but yeah, this hopefully will do the trick. I don't know if maybe this is overkill. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. So basically what I'm going to do is I want some of these over here for storage for the turrets. And then I also want some of it for like the oil processing, obviously. So I think what I want to do, I want to build another one of these. I just don't have any more engines. This might be too many flamethrower turrets in the area. Maybe I only need like one or two. I have no idea. Engines are down over here. I need pipes, and those are pipes. Nice. Let me get a couple more of these, because I'm probably going to need to build some throughout the entire wall. But the idea behind these is that they'll target the first guy, like whoever's closest, that is not on fire. And then once that guy is on fire, then they'll target the next person who's on fire, or not on fire, excuse me. So it's just going to be burning whoever the closest one is, and anybody else will just, yeah. So like right here, look, one guy got aggroed, but now all of these guys are gonna die. And as far as I know, it does not burn my own stuff. Nice. It's like one of the main things I was kind of worried about, but, you know. Alright, so now this will be the storage for the flamethrowers. This will be the storage for the rest of the stuff. Now, I don't recall if they actually attacked or not up there, but I don't know. All that I know is there's a lot of stuff still going on over here. Okay, so down over here, we're going to need... Let's see. Let's go one more. That bottom corner needs flamethrower turrets. Just, I know that for a fact. Also, this is not going to work. Every time I go to look, they're just done. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Well, you kids have a good day at school. I hate you all. This needs to actually go above this line, because now this basically goes there. This goes over here, and this will go into storage. This will be red circuits. Something kind of like this. It's mildly whatever. I get that's not what I want you to make. Okay, now they're attacking it. Okay. I've loaded and like resaved multiple times, so I don't know what all I've done and haven't done, it feels like sometimes. So that it's 100%, well, some on me, I guess. A lot of it on me. Okay, so this oil will be fine. I would probably... did they actually break through? Also, don't know how long the oil's gonna last. That's another thing I just don't know off the top of my head. But I feel like oil in laser turrets are eventually going to be good. Because it's like, even the first guy, like when he triggers all of them, right? What it's going to do is any followers are just going to be lit on fire. That includes spitters. So I think something like this is going to be okay. Again, it's very difficult to actually see the cone. The cone actually goes out quite a ways. It's extremely difficult to see this one. I can barely make it out here, but I can't see it on that side, so... Something like this, I think, will be fine. So, over here, what I want to do... I want to place one here. I want to place one... We'll put it there. I need a lot more pipes, and I just don't have the iron for it. Sick. How much pipe to ground do I have? Not a lot, actually. There we go. So these ones are operational now. And if I ever need, like... If I need one here, for example, because I'm trying not to mess up the... we could do... Do I want to do this? It's kind of risky to do it like this, because then if this dies, this entire line's just messed up. But I'm going to have it go around the other way, too. Whatever. We just have to do this. Alright. This over here... I go one more up, actually, because then I can do this, and then maybe... Yeah. Then I can just snake this through. But there is one over here that I really want to place as well. So, like, here, this one can actually be a dead end. So, the water over here can actually move this, I believe, over here. Just move this out of the way, basically. Let's do this. Ah, there we go. This can go right there. Sick. So in this over here... Move that radar out of the way. Move it over here. Oh, they still haven't killed that all off. Weird. I really expected it to be dead by now, but I guess not. Alright, so this is where things kind of get a little weird. Can I can do that, actually. Just north, that's fine. It's not fine, but, you know, I also just can't be bothered to mess with it yet. This whole side is now going to be unpowered temporarily. That's, again, not the greatest, but, you know. Let's grab one of you. Actually, I want to place 2 of you here, and then I want to place 2 of you here. I'm doing this on purpose, by the way, so in case one of them gets destroyed, hopefully the other ones will still operate. Okay. Now, this bottom side, I don't know how I'm doing the lasers without extending the wall, so I think I just need to do that as well, unfortunately. I also need to add lasers back over here, like that. So if I take this as my blueprint, right, something like this, I would need to build the walls, like the lasers that far down, basically. Yeah. Okay. So the gun turrets need to be moved down quite a lot, actually. Is that going to be okay? It should be. Or alternatively, and this is kind of a... I really don't want to move the turrets down. I could do this occasionally. Okay, I have a better idea. Oh, that's actually a pretty big cone. Never mind. So, like, I could do... Like, this is a problem area, right? Place one here. Maybe just one here? Yeah, we'll place one here. If it gets really bad, I can always place a second one, I suppose. The bullets, by the way, I want you to take a look at the line. It is full. That's good. That's what I want to see. Let's hope it stays that way. It's not going to, but, you know, one can hope. Okay, so now I'm going to need more pipes. Oh, nice. Probably just like 1 or 2 random guys, but that's fine. Because even the... Okay, some of the gun turrets are actually firing still, but... If they keep basically attacking the same direction, the same angle, then they tend to like burn up a bit before they actually get here. 3 per second. Can you guys kill that off finally? Jeez. You guys like 4 assaults. I know I'm being impatient and rude. I don't care. I really want to increase this production as well, so maybe I can reverse this around a little bit, maybe. Or... Well... You know what, we'll do a little bit more like this. And then this will be sulfuric acid. And then I just need the iron to go up there. Alright, so now this can go down. I want to build it there. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. Let's do this and this just to build like 2 of them, maybe. This will be batteries. This needs that. I was like, why is it not working? It should be working. This. That's. Yes, that's good, I guess. There we go. So I'll be making 2 batteries now, which is better. Now I just need steel production. I did at some point add in furnaces over here, but yeah, that was yesterday. This time I'm just doing it like this. I do need more engines though. They are still destroying stuff. I just there's not that much ammo right at the moment. Kinda spooky. Not a fan. Laser turrets are not going to be along this wall if I don't move it down or get rid of this. I think the idea of getting rid of this might actually make more sense, actually. Because I don't need that much space, but what I do need is laser turrets here. I think I can sneak the oil. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it up here. Nope. Oops. I done goofed. Remember to blink, guys. It's good for your eyeballs. Maybe I can... There we go. Come on. Do I need more engines? I need more red circuits actually up here. More grenades. Okay. Really should have got this up and going actually. Ay ay ay. Inventory's a mess. And now it's operational. Good job, me. Okay. This corner does get hit pretty hard sometimes, so I'll put this like here. I'll put this one at a more of a down angle. That. Let's put this here. Let's give her a few more of these. Okay. looks like I need more military packs, actually. Which is walls, basically. Cool. Alright. Just need more engines. I'm gonna go grab some more batteries. Red circuits. Inventory is just atrocious hot mess at the moment. We have plenty of those over there, so it's whatever. That's good, that's good. Cuckoo. See what I mean? That biter just got ignited. Oh, some of the spitters actually die before they hit the wall, so that's good. Oh, here we go. This isn't a massive wave, but, you know, those spitters in the back just burn to death instantaneously. That's what I want to see. Now imagine that is, you know, a massive horde. They might be able to still kill a turret because, you know, they all spat at it. But that oil is going to be great for it. Yeah, you currently have 3K, so I could let this go for a bit. I do need to go back up there and reclaim it at some point and, you know, deal with all that nonsense again. But, you know. Let's go over here, top these off. Walls and grenades. Grenades are being made, I just really need the wall pieces, I'm pretty sure. I think with the majority of this stuff in place now, like the lasers, the turrets, and now the fire or the flame turrets, I don't believe I'm going to need a lot of walls. I mean, who knows, maybe I do. What are we looking like for this and this? Okay. Sometimes it'll go up about where the production is, but that's fine. Okay, cancel those. I need normal pipe to ground here. This will finish out this corner. Yeah, it's a pretty decent arc, actually. Like most of the spitters die out there, which this may not be in range for, so maybe I'll just move it a little bit closer. Spitter line's about there. I'll move it closer again. There we go. Just in case, because this guy definitely hits that spitter line. And hits it all the way over to here, actually, so... over here, I may... Yeah, I'll get rid of a few more of these, it's fine. I'm not using up that much copper, you know? Alright, so this will go here. This will go here. One more up over here. Like 2 actually are here, which is enough. Cool. So now all I need to do is go grab some iron. Start tearing down some of the wall over here, just because. Yep, lost another tower. I think with a few more lasers that wouldn't have happened though. And then I can spend a lot more time like I am just on miscellaneous stuff around the base. Mainly I need to head back up to the north again to deal with the oil platforms that are, well, non-existent at the moment. How much oil do I have still? Still 3K. Cool. These things do not... I had a fear that they would consume like a ton, but they don't, it looks like. And then like everything else, you know, a lot of the spitters there are just going to die before they even get close. So that's cool. Let me go ahead and just add these. If I needed to, that is covering like this area. If I needed to, I always could add one right about here. I need to remove the engines, but it is possible. Because this only covers like half of this. This goes up to here. So if I wanted like full coverage, I want one here and I want one like here. So I'll just like leave myself 2 ghost markers for future. Let's see. Oh, we have enough for 200 there. Nice. Only thing I need is just bullets, and realistically, I don't know if I can really spare any of these. Let's see. Last 10 minutes. I mean, I could spare about 400 in the last 10 minutes, but I think what I'm going to do, if I can do it, that is, do something like this. And then I don't think that one's working. No. Ay, ay, ay. I really don't want to remove that, though. It's near the flame turret. Surely it'll be okay, right? Surely. Put those on there. There we go. So these are somewhat more automated. I still have to throw walls in there, but it's better than what it was. So now that'll slowly tick up over time while I go deal with stuff. I really want to watch this attack wave, but I also really should be doing things. Also, have I been attacked multiple times? I just didn't hear it because I've grown to be so numb to it. That is a possibility. I really want them to attack, but I also want to, like, let them do their thing, really. So I think... Well, here we go. I did unfortunately lose 6. I'm also curious, does this fire burn me? Yes, it does. You gotta test it out, you know. That is burning because of the fire. I know that sounded like a redundant statement, but the acid doesn't linger upon death. When they die, they don't, like, you know, spawn acid to damage your buildings or anything, so. Looks like I need steel. That is my bottleneck for more lasers. Okay. Add one there. This one here. I'm gonna need to put different poles here for starters. Laser turrets can go there. I might need to remove one layer of these or move them somewhere else. Could actually put them this way. Also, an attack happened. No idea where because, you know, not everybody's dying. That there. Could have looked around, see if I saw fire anywhere, but whatever. Even more steel for that. We finally went below 2.9. Nice. Between the burn, the laser, and the physical damage from bullets, I have a hard time believing that I'm going to end up dying very quickly. Too much of anything, honestly. Nice. Come on, laser turrets. There we go. The laser and flame are both MVP. Actually, the real MVP is actually the gun turrets, but... Okay, so now I feel moderately more comfortable to think about the proposition of bots. Getting robots, because once I can get some robots going, everything should be a little bit better. Yeah, my fire's killing my own stuff. That's kind of sketchy. Not gonna lie, but, you know. It's whatever. It's whatever. I need more pump jacks, which is... How can I... Answer is I cannot. Nah, it's fine. I'll just try to think about it whenever I need to go by over here. Okay. I did eventually add a gearbox over here. It sounds weird, but also kind of funny. So I'll add that in there now. Grab more iron if I can. I do not need this plastic on me, so let me get rid of that. Let's just go ahead and start making some of these that I can. Go ahead and make these up. Need gears and steel. Trying to think what was the other issue. There was a few issues actually, but I need steel for more engines over here, so I should probably do that. My mouse pad's all weird, and I started feeling the wood desk that everything's sitting on, and I was like, wait, what? And I looked down, and yeah, my mouse pad's just all crooked and weird. Okay, so that's more engines. I don't need to make more, but I'm going to, so. But yeah, just a little bit of this repair. If I had robots, that would go so much better. So, I want to focus these researches first, though, because I can still go around and manually repair. Just, you know, as long as things stop dying as much, that'd be nice. Robots, I believe... What's the research for it? I believe it's advanced oil processing, because you need lubricant, basically. So, I will queue a lot of this stuff up. So it'll go here, here, and then we will want construction robots. So how much is this? 300, 200, 200, 300. This requires only blue, no military. I am struggling on blue right now, actually, surprisingly. I can always add more and do some by hand. Because now I have the ability to. I just need some sulfur. And also more of those, I guess. Okay, let's just rebuild those. It's fine. Start ripping away more of the walls. Wherever I do this at, too, I am reinforcing with laser turrets, you know? I'm not just, you know, removing the wall and leaving it as is. Is it perfectly covered by lasers? No, but best I got, all right? Best I got. Corners are always killers, though, so that's just kind of how it's always been in this game. Oh, I thought that green was like a health bar. I was like, don't tell me it's damaged already. It's messed up, yo. But no, it's just working as intended. They attacked that pipe to ground? Savages. Now there is a large portion here that don't have lasers. But I'm handcrafting a few, so maybe I'll place them down when I get them done. What I mean to say is I should do that, but we'll see if I actually end up doing it or not. Let me add at least these 3 plus this one. Something like that. See right there, that is just lovely to see. It does feel a little bad that I'm, consistently, quote, wasting oil, but realistically, we go fluids, right? This is also included with the oil refinery, of course, but, I mean, we're not wasting a ton, I'm actually consuming less than I was before. Everything's much slower, which is not my favorite preferred tempo. I prefer to just go as fast as possible, but this is a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm gonna wait for this last one to get done here. I still have batteries, still have green circuits, so I just need steel. Nice. It does feel quite rewarding getting to this point, though, because I'm not in a dire state 24/7, although I still kind of feel like it at times. I would like to place those at some point, but just don't have the physical capabilities at the moment. One more. There we go. A lot of blue science is done, so I'm going to flood the line here. Engines are the issue. Those are all still crafting. Some of them still need engines too, so this is a good time to head over here. Grab the engines that I can. Run all the way back over here. You know what? I was gonna put the one that barely has any. I was gonna give that one like the priority, but I really shouldn't. Okay. This is not gonna be enough to finish this one research, but that's fine. Yep. Yep. The flame turrets also have like an internal range as well, which I'm finding to be actually benefiting. Because it has an internal range, it actually doesn't attack the guys that are right in front, leaving like the laser turrets to deal with that. All right. Okay, what else am I missing? Maybe a few more of these placed would not hurt. These were, placed before, but it's a little bit better. How many boilers is that? It's 18 versus 36. Okay, that's equivalent exchange, basically. Yep. They're dying to my own fire. Does that count? Yes, the answer is yes. It does. Let's do the first. Do I want to? I could go robots, or I can do this damage upgrades. I think I need to focus the damage upgrades. There is also flammable damage upgrade too, by the way. 20%, holy. Next one's also another 20, and the third one is 20. Nice. Nice and consistent 20 upgrades. So like 10 more of these, and then I also need to get more pipes and whatnot. Also, I know I can make walls out of this stone. I really don't want to do that, but... Nice. Really don't want to leave walls in disrepair, but I also don't want to run to every single one that happens. Robots would also mitigate that fire damage. I lost a turret to the enemy. Maybe I should just lead the fire there, actually. By that I mean not rebuild the gun turrets. So if I rebuild the gun turrets, they might die to my own fire again. It's a risky, bold strategy, I know, but... Okay, let's head up north, maybe. Let's wait for this one to get done. Maybe that's caused by my fire, I don't know. Leave me alone. Fire burns. Okay. I don't know how I survived with 1 HP. Don't step in the acid, please. They left this one pipe to ground here, I swear. Don't do it. I will fight you. Weird. I'm hitting C. I'm like holding it down and then letting it go. Sometimes when I push down, it flicks twice. Other times when I let go, it like flicks. So I don't know if something's weird with my C key. Weird. Okay, just didn't want them right here. Not that that's going to matter all that much in the end, but 2.3, 2.9. I mean, I don't really need the oil, but I did want to rebuild this and just have it mine. Now let's head back to base. I'm not going to place any turrets there. I really don't care. That whole outpost can just die. I don't care. Big attack. Spitters immediately. You see that? Some of them actually immediately died. That's what I like to see. It's not enough, unfortunately, because they still do a bunch of damage. Yeah. I know my own fire does more damage to me than the enemy does sometimes, not gonna lie. Bruh. Don't do it. It is my own flame turret. And next up, I want to store as much of this stuff as I possibly can. Nice. I just need to go and get some coal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was down there. I am also not... I almost wanted to say like packaging. Packaging is not the right word to use there. I am not storing coal anywhere. Can I do this? No, still can't. Really? There you go. 4.5, 3.0. Really? That didn't take long. I really don't want to... really don't want to do that. No iron. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. 3 attack waves, 3 turrets. It's like 1 every time, which, in the grand scheme of things, it's not terrible. It's not the greatest, but not terrible either. Let's see. 3.6? Wow, that is a massive difference. Why did I think that was a viable thing to do? The weird thing is, there's part of my brain that's like, yeah, flamethrower turret would be great up there. I mean, you're harvesting oil, right? But then reality steps in and goes, but they can't repair themselves. So is it really good? This is for damage 1. Do I want to do the next one because it's 800? What are big biters and big spitters? Okay, right now it's 22% chance for them. They are explosion and... You know what, I should probably just do this. Explosion and physical... Explosion. Physical and explosive. Explosive. Okay. So fire will still be good against even behemoths. It's just unfortunate that I'm kind of railroaded into this composition, but you know, it's called survival. Oh boy. Maybe I should add another one right about where these guys are, huh? Let's end up losing stuff over there. So the other thing I was thinking about was nuclear power. I don't know if I want nuclear power like anytime soon. You know? Like, the idea of it is nice, but that's about all that's about where the compliments end, basically. The idea of it sounds like it could be a good thing. I was holding down the wrong button. Okay. Let's do that. I'm still making more laser turrets. There probably are a few spots. Yep, there's some laser turrets that are missing up there. Let's go ahead and go up there. I'll leave that to do its thing. Power's still looking good. It sounds like it's straining a bit, but this is inside the wall. I'm not sure how I feel about that. What makes me a little nervous is probably what I would say. I am kind of leaving this out here by itself. realistically. Get one more. There we go. 200. Got plenty of batteries. Isn't it? It's 12 per. 93. 240. I don't know. I'm trying to do like reverse math. It's not working great. I think 204 is divisible by 12. One more. While I'm up here, do my rounds. Head back. I'm gonna grab quite a few of these just so I can make rest of those. And then what else am I gonna need? I need steel. That's basically what I need. I do need a few of these though for more engines. Also to make more of those. That's a unique problem. Probably because this is happening. If I had to fathom a guess. Now, realistically, we don't need all of these. Oops. Yep, oil's being attacked again. That's okay. Not the greatest thing in the world, but, you know, it's whatever. This should hopefully help a little bit. This line is kind of important. You can probably see why I need to keep it going. If you don't know why, to put it in layman's terms, this is my power. So I kind of would like this to keep running, if you catch my drift. All right. There's damage 1 just got done. Let's put that on the back burner for now. Try to build up some military science, even though that's not going to work because the way I have things set up. It's kind of a design flaw. You know what? I want you to basically... Okay, I want you to give an explicit order. If set, targets not appearing in the priority list will never be targeted, otherwise they will come after all listed targets. Okay, so if I don't checkmark this, they'll target the priorities. In this case, they're going to be spitters. And then after the spitters are dealt with, I want them to then focus on like the biters and stuff. I think yeah, well. So I'm curious how this is going to work before I actually like adapt it for everything else, but basically how I read that, how I understand that is they will start targeting the biters when they first appear. And then as soon as they are done, like as soon as something else in the target priority list is there, they should target that instead. Otherwise, they'll act like normal. If that's the case, then I'm copying this and adding, you know, behemoth biters actually to this list as well. Even though I'm not dealing with them yet, but when I go to copy it, you know, basically what I wanted to do. Yeah, 300, 200, 200, 300, and then construction bots. Now, the reason for this, I'm not going to upgrade speed on them. I might upgrade cargo if I can. I don't know. The reason for this is simple. I'm going to set up logistics control for the normal, like, gun turrets over here. So that way the robots can replace the walls when they get broken. So things get broken like this, they'll be replaced. If things get damaged, they should go and fix it, because then I'll put passive providers on the repair packs. So that way, in theory, as long as things are being made, like replacement parts and stuff, everything that gets destroyed in these attacks will be replaced, basically. This. Let's go get some more of those red packs. Sulfur, actually. Well. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so maybe they're going right by this too, and they're just not bothered by it at the moment. I don't think I want to do rockets again. Rockets were okay. but I still had to launch them like 8 times to actually be effective against one biter nest, basically. I didn't watch it from the beginning, but that's a lot better, honestly. Also, they don't torch the wall, so my mind's made up. Everybody's getting this, and if it's a problem, we'll find out later. Because I basically need something to attack their backline. That I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. Spitters are the real DPS. They are the scary threat. Biters are more like your tanks, more traditional tanks, where they just run as fast as possible, charge the wall. Biters are the things that you really should be afraid of. Like, unironically. The flames are staying a little bit further out, which I think is better, honestly. Which makes me wonder if I should change the turrets to be against biters. As they're all spitters over here. Because realistically, I think lasers are going to be a better match against those. Okay, so it does target biters when there's nothing else in range. Are you guys trying to summon a wave over here? You guys are idiots. Okay, there's a lot of iron that's not really going places I want it to. Again, I cut back a lot on the production of things, plus, you know, this is also happening. Okay. We're doing that. This might come back to bite me later. Haha, get it? Because spiders, they attack and they're melee. That's funny. Anyways. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Yeah, this is the issue that I have here, is that I can't really, I can, actually, let's do this. And I need to move this one over by 1. That way these will continue to make... Also, another thing I can do as an added bonus is I can just add walls in... There it is. And once I start getting logistics bots, then I can actually have the bots do this part where they just manually fill that one chest. Kind of would like to do the same thing with the blue, honestly, but I don't have room over here, sadly. Let's see. Unlocked a whole bunch of oil processing. This is where I'm going to need like heavy oil for lubricants. I have 3 of these. Do I need any more? Maybe. Wait, I was like, how am I out of copper? Because I didn't set the line back up right. Well, that's okay. Maybe. Because they should leave the furnaces alone. That belt's gonna burn by my own towers, I swear. I feel like I'm losing more of my own stuff to my own flame towers, but I guess that's the price I pay. Ah, I put them all away. I was like, why, where are they? I don't have them. Because I don't have them. Yeah, come attack me. Loser. How much was I able to get? 1.4k, that's quite a bit. 282 walls, roughly. Not bad. These things are being manufactured here, so that's fine. That is not what I meant to do. Oh. See, it's nice except for the fact that they target one enemy. Wish they were a little bit smarter, but oh well. All the bullets are actually full, which is good to see. Which means we're not bleeding bullets anymore, which is good. We are using bullets still, but we're not bleeding them like we were. Yeah, look at that. 600 versus about 600. That's because production actually stopped. That's wild. So when the numbers were the highest, where were we at? Like 120 a minute? Okay. Versus, you know, 314. So roughly about 110. I know some of them are like 120, but the average I'd say is about 110. That's good. That's good. That means I'm going to be able to store a lot more steel, which means I can get a lot more laser turrets. Because I'm going to need to start replacing some of them, I think. Or just add more. Probably add more at this point. I don't know when is like the solid, you know, flip to just laser turrets, but some of these areas I'm wondering if we're kind of getting close to that, actually. Which is a very interesting thing to think about right about now. I think it's time that I start getting some robots, though, for sure. Oil's not an issue. I can just go back up there, place them down. If they only last like 5-10 minutes, that's fine. It's not the end of the world, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I actually changed the priority out, because that could have been really bad. It would have, like, nuked my own stuff, honestly, which would not have been pleasant. Okay, let me go ahead and move these out of the way. I really should automate that at some point. So, of course, my brain's like, why not now, stupid? You know what? I'm going to actually move that for sure. Need engines. Thankfully, there's some engines right here. Do I need all these gears? Probably not. Well, that is unfortunate. Actually, that's like the one thing I probably am going to need here in a second. I want to move this over like that. There we go. I could... Do I need to, though? That one... Okay, it is in the range a little bit. I was gonna say I could just try to, like, double them up over here, but... Yeah. Me. Okay, so we have iron here. Have steel over here. I think one of the things that I could do is figure out this mess. And we'll do that. Actually, I need to... Ooh. Oh boy, how am I wanting to do this? It really is a shame I didn't leave myself like any room here. Give me a second. Okay, so this I can take it to there. Okay. This needs to go down. Copper needs to continue flowing. I could move this line down. Move that over there. This can go up here. And then goes down like that. This can then go like that, but then the steel needs to somehow go down or around. Made progress. Could go over, but then I'd have to curve somewhere along the way. It's not going to be really feasible right there. I could move this down. So then I could do this. A thought occurred to me. Do I really need to have this many bullet production anymore? Or this much bullet production? The answer is probably no, but you know. Okay, we got that. Gears, plates need to become pipe. I could do one of these for that. You can be gear. This one, we'll just do that and that. Excuse me. This will be engine. This will be gear, and then all I would need is pipe, and realistically I could do that from the same line. So this will be pipe. Okay. I don't know if anything was broken, but Still missing steel. This is good. I'm starting to get over... I'm going to soon have over a stack of... what's that? Engines. A stack of... Gosh, I'm blanking so hard right now. Laser turrets. That's what I'm looking for. Nice, that was lubricants, and then next up I'm going to need electric engines. This is just, yeah, circuits, engines, lubricant. And I'm going to need a little bit of everything for flying robot frames, and then robots themselves. Okay. So what we're going to do now... pair these up. I still need a lot of steel, but yeah. So I'm going to need engines. I'm making them currently. It's not the greatest place for them, but you know. Realistically, space is the commodity at the end of the day. It really is. Not the end of the world, the constraints I have to deal with, but it is kind of annoying still. Okay, so what I want to do, this end one, we will do, I need water. That's a problem. Do that. So I can do this. Yeah, we'll do this, that. There we go. That's all hooked up. I'm going to add petroleum over there. Light oil. Light oil, I'm probably going to do the other recipe, which converts light oil to petroleum. So I'm actually going to flip this one just so it's easy. And then heavy oil, I need to do something with. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Ay. See how my brain works? It's just like, fit this over here. It's like, don't think you can do that, Chief. No, you can do it. Trust me. Trust. Flip. We'll do this. Okay, and then heavy oil somehow is going to go over here. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I need pipe to ground, which means I need iron. Yeah, you can make 43 of those. Nice. Okay, we'll put lubricant up here because it's kind of easier to deal with. Haha. Not really, but you know. Let's do that because then I can do that. And then I can put lubricant up here. Like so. Issue is I just don't have oil, so I need to go back up to the top. I really should stop doing that, but I'm going to leave the bots to repair all this stuff for me. These guys still have fuel. Well, they didn't destroy all of it, so that's good. It really didn't destroy all of it at all, actually. Interesting. This time, at least. This time they left a lot of it there. Weird. Yeah, let's go down here. I didn't need to go this far down, but, you know, whatever. Where? There's a huge attack wave massing over here. I kind of want to watch this before I head up. We're gonna need a few. Actually, if I just cancel, I cancel a few of those. It's not gonna do anything. Actually, sad. That one guy's like, what? Stupid. Oh, here they come. This choke point right here is brutal for them. Oh my gosh. And a double prong at that too? Shh. I lost one turret out of all that. Feeling pretty good about myself, not gonna lie. Getting stuck on flame turrets. As you'd expect. Yeah, if anybody missed the stream that happened yesterday, all you need to know is that I wasn't having a good time. So the fact that I'm not instantly dying right now is fantastic. Having to reset about 6 hours of my life is not great, but you know. Let's do that actually. I have to juggle this around a little bit more. I apologize, but that's what I gotta do. Don't do it, please. Don't. Thank you. Now the real question is, do I leave these laser turrets up here? Because I don't think that I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. All these unfortunately are going to die now. Most of them will at least, because they're stupid spitters. Did they actually survive? Did they actually survive? Wait, what? I wrote them off as dying. They're not dead because, well, the game's not screaming at me. I think they all survived. They're just extremely low and I need to now repair them all. Oh my gosh. Not a single one died. That's incredible. 46 HP. I think that was the lowest. Yeah. That is something else. Okay, so if these guys really want to do that to me, I want to make sure that I have an anchor that I can fall back to. So, it's fine. I lost 3 of the minigun turrets. It's acceptable losses, I would say. One day I'll mine up here and won't get attacked or harassed. One day. It's not today, though. We lose? Wait, what did we lose? Did we lose one? Oh. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well. I wouldn't do that if I were... Well, you tried it. Congratulations. See, on the plus side, yes, can these lasers keep this place safe? Yes. Forever? Highly debatable. Maybe an hour? Maybe. If I'm being extremely generous with my estimate. Because the thing is that they're just going to be constantly attacking up here, basically. And we're already dealing with power blip issues occasionally. And this is, I think, going to cause more complications on the power grid than be helpful. So... I don't think it's in my best interest to do this, but... There's also part of me that's like, I need oil. So, maybe I'll leave them up here. Maybe I'll make a save before I commit to it. I mean, I've already committed to it a little bit, let's be honest. Because one of the, like, scary parts is I don't have a protection of the power line. So, should they decide they're going to attack one of the power line areas, I have to rush up here and then place down a tower, like a power line or something, before they end up dying. So really don't want to have to do that. Alternatively, like, oh gosh, like I said, I could just put down a couple flame towers as well, but I don't have any engines, do I? Nope. We're gonna not sure if I want to say butterfly part 3. This attack wave has me a little anxious, not gonna lie. Will I kill it? Yes. Will I lose turrets? I don't know. About to find out. So the one oil pump just was obliterated. I think I lost, yeah, 3 laser turrets from that. Is that acceptable for the amount of oil that I'm mining? Probably. I'll say I can't make one, are you sure? That attack wave almost killed my power, too. Let's take a look at the oil situation. Oil's looking surprisingly good. This is for the turrets, by the way. This is for the actual, you know, processing thereof. I think it's okay, but I have the save to come back to if things go horrifically bad. Oh, here comes an attack. Well, I'm bringing a few spitters here and there, which is kind of, well, my own stuff did that. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take those out, start building those. I really want to have some machines start making lasers for me at this point, because they're just taking too long for me to handcraft, honestly. Alright, head down over here. Deposit these extra walls. Grenades are not being manufactured fast enough. That's okay, but not perfect. Engines, we have, was that 500? I'm sorry? 71, okay. I was like, there's no way I have 500. That's extremely optimistic. There's another attack wave forming down here. I'll just replace the ones that are damaged with good ones. I do have to repair these at some point, so I might as well do it now, though. Also gonna run out of repair packs. Nice. Those ones needed to be repaired anyways, but it's fine, I guess. Did they break any on the actual wall? No, they just killed the ones I was repairing. Rude. maybe that was injured already? I'm not sure. I mean, well, I don't know if I can add more lasers there, because... Yeah. Also notice there's a bunch of turrets on the ground over here. And when I replaced them all, maybe I didn't have inventory space or something, I'm not sure. I think if I can make it to robots today, A, that'd be nice. B, maybe, just maybe, things will go a little bit better from there. Don't know. All a big mixed bag of I don't know. Repair the rest of these before I forget, because I'm going to, and then I'll never do it. Alright, let's head up north. Maybe I should add a few more back, I'm not sure. The mining drills is what I was talking about there. That might have been up north, I'm not sure. Crude oil line is nearly full for the turrets, so that's pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's prioritize research. With this steel, I have gears, I'm just missing pipes. Huh? Oh. Huh? Oh, I see. It's like everything over here just stopped working. I don't understand why. It's because I'm an idiot. We lost 3 that time. Not terrible. Still bad. I feel kind of bad for losing them, but we're not losing them every time, which is decent, I suppose. I think the lasers up top are going to be problematic soon. They kind of already are, if I'm honest. How about I do this? Probably not the smartest idea, but, you know, gotta do it at some point. You know what, probably should have... There we go, that's better. That way this line stays empty. Yeah, this will be good. Alright. Well, that kind of does that. I'm gonna head up north. I'm gonna start dismantling. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stupid freaking little pistol. I don't need a pea shooter. What I need is, like, a 50 cal or something. I don't know. Keep forgetting every time I die that I keep getting the stupid pea shooter. That is a Hugo Mungo. Here we go. I was about to say, is that it? But no. I didn't even bother repairing that corner there. Ooh, that's a good area right there. Really wish I had another flamethrower turret that I can just rotate. You guys are doing this just to make me angry, aren't you? Congratulations, you succeeded a little bit. And yep. Well. Let's get the most injured out of here first. Okay. Really? This is just killing my power grid, honestly. I guess I'm not getting that, huh? Here, let me spit something your way. It's called fire. Is it time to change over? I don't think so. You want to place one right here looking up. Literally right there. Okay, so now what I want to do is drain a little bit out of here, put it back in here. Let's go do that, and then I think once this gets to about, I don't know, I say 5K or something. I think even one tank would be more than good enough, honestly. Should be good. I think, actually, if oil is less than 10,000. So once this registers 10K, this will stop. So it'll continually drain out of the main, which is fine. And then I guess, I don't have it. No, okay. I was gonna say, if I can get a programmable speaker, then I can like set something up to be like, oh, you're low on oil, go get more, something like that. But I don't have that option yet. Okay, so what I want to do is set up engine production. Let me go get some gears. We have plenty of them, it looks like. Could probably even use this for my own use, honestly, because I'm tired of making pipes, really. Run all the way over here. Probably even could put the gears over there so I don't have to run all the way over here. Yeah, good enough. I was wondering why I had a bunch of, like, copper wire and sticks. I was like, wait, what? I don't remember doing that. So all that. Could make more laser turrets. Yeah, why not? All I need really is a bunch of pipes. That's about all I really need at this point. 800, not quite enough. I need basically 1,000, that's what I need. Let me go stand outside the wall for a second. Boink. There we go. Okay, I got at least 250s, so I can just do that for now. This is a lot less stressful than the last stream. Okay, so what do I need for the next one? I'm going to need 3 more researches. So 200, 300, and 400. I guess I'm doing this for a while. Reasonably, I have iron here, so I can use this. I have gears here, I could use that. So reasonably, if I can actually move steel over here, I can make a little production area over here. Oh, left is going to be gears. Okay. Blue science. I could even make blue science up here because I have some space. I could finagle some stuff here. Okay. Let's do engines. Put engines up over here. I can always move this around a little bit too if I need to. Huh? Sure. So blue science requires 2 engines. 1 sulfur, 3 advanced circuits. So advanced circuits I probably want on its own line, I would say. Sulfur... How do I want to do this? Sulfur could end up right about here. Then red circuits... Red circuits there, okay. I'm starting to do it again. Okay. This needs to be blue science. Okay, so I need to bring sulfur and then red circuits all the way over here somehow. Because I placed it, really? Yeah, if the flamethrower towers were focused on anybody, that could have been really bad. I'm not going to do this, actually. I'm just going to... Actually, no, this will go like that. Okay, how am I going to do this? Ideally, I just want to cut across. Add one of these. A few more, actually. Hang on. Red circuits somehow need to come down here. A moment. Oh, it's copper. Interesting. Here, let me help you out. Gears are literally right here. I was about to just pick up a bunch. Okay. So red needed to go, I believe, on the top. Yeah, so red needs to go on this top one. Sulfur somehow needs to go down here. Boy, I do this to myself. I am thoroughly shocked and impressed with my capabilities. I didn't plan for any of this. I barely have enough space here. Somehow, some way, I need to also get all this sulfur off here. And ideally, put it on this belt. So what I'm going to do is do that. Obviously, this spell's not actually going to do anything until, you know, this issue is not an issue anymore, but... Let me just spam my Z key real quick. Can you tell I've done this a time or two? Oh my gosh, this is going to be so boring. Okay, I'm not doing that. I have better things I could be doing with my time, so... I'm just going to do that. Call it good enough. Again, it doesn't need to do, like, huge amounts of research. It just needs basically to do enough here. I do at the very least want to flood this line just so, you know, those get made. Now I can remove blue over here. I want to keep military over here a little bit longer. But now I need to snake blue in here somehow. Let's do that, and then I want to do the other one if I can. Let's give you that. I don't have any more walls, do I? Nope. There you go. Down. I'm gonna, oh, apparently not. Want to place this one here just so... Do I want to though? Because then, like, where am I going from here? I could do one more here. No. Well, I made one. It's fine. What? This is starting to look somewhat like I know what I'm doing. Somewhat. Let's not get too crazy now. Now I need to make a few more of these. Okay, power is starting to kind of be an issue at times. Is it because that I didn't place the rest of the accumulators down? That's why. Well, that's a nice open spot over here, not doing anything. Might as well. Couple trees in the way, who cares about those? There we go. And now I can't get through here. Classic me. I guess I can't get through here either. Cool. I can get through that though, weirdly enough. Whatever. That is what we say in the biz, an issue. Actually, I want that steel back, thank you. Alternatively, I could just take the pipes from here and, you know, go make a bunch of engines down there. I think that's a better play, actually, than whatever I'm trying to do here. Let's go grab a bunch of pipe. There we go. I don't know why I went over there to grab pipes. I literally had some right here. Cool. Let me do a once over the wall again. Is blue actually... No, because I didn't actually finish the line, because I'm a genius. That'll keep it going for a bit, actually, so... We'll be able to get this electric engine pretty quick, actually. Nothing too crazy. Still pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Anybody curious, like, oh wow, this seems pretty tame. Go watch yesterday's stream near the end. Well, not the end, because then, you know, well, you won't know. These are a lot better this time because I actually had to redo like 6 hours of progress, and yeah. It's going better because I've had to redo so much. I've reduced my pollution spread by, you know, getting rid of excess mining drills. In fact, I could get rid of even more, if I'm being honest. They just evolve too quickly, I feel, so. Alright, electric engines have been researched, so now I just need to basically go get that set up. I'm going to quickly go up here and set up mining drills once again. That's one. Let's do these two because they're left. Everybody else was killed in a fatal stone-related accident. Yeah, I do have some engines over here. I believe it is one of these. So let me just do this. Go over here. Green circuits are being produced and taken up here whenever they can, because copper shortage. I feel like maybe I should do what I do on most of my playthroughs and not be efficient whatsoever, but, you know, we'll just, like, set those in there and probably forget about them. What I'm going to do, what I should do, and I'm going to do, is run back up here, put the sulfur back in this chest so it's out of my inventory, grab lots of batteries. Now what I want to do, I would love to grab these. I'm going to take these back up before I forget. I really would love to go and grab more engines and also bring them up here and do that, but for now we'll just dump a bunch of circuits. Those will make the engines that I'm going to need. Batteries I will need as well. What else do I need for these? Electric circuits and steel. Cool. Let's go ahead and do 2K now, I guess. I was going to make more of these, but I don't have any circuits, unfortunately. A lot of the biters are still, well, biting pretty harshly. Not much I can really do about that. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Let's take all these engines, take them up. We're manufacturing engines here. I could even... You know what? I'm gonna do that. Very end of the line over here. I'm gonna go one extra, and then I'm going to use a filter. We're going to store engines until we get, like, I don't know, 2 rows. Engines will be prioritized by these, but then will be stored. That way I can just go over here, grab them. Eventually, that can be a robot thing. I'll just make it logistics and then put a requester chest where it needs to go. This needs more walls, which I don't have, unfortunately. Grenades are also slightly being buffered. That's good. I would ideally like them all to be completely buffered, but you know. Let's head back up here, throw these engines inside this chest. As you can see, they basically have gone through, or the 14 or so that I had there, they're gone. Now I just need more green circuits. I wanted more lasers, probably. I mean, name of the game at this point is lasers, so, you know, laser. So now that I have military that's not... I almost said something that wasn't true. I have it mostly set up. Logistics spot is 1,000. I think I need to start focusing more damage or something. I mean, I still have the damage one there. Do I have... 800, 800. Yeah, we'll just queue these up, and then for more survivability, do more damage. Eventually, lasers will be the key to all of this, but for now, you know? Okay, robotics is just going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime, what do I need to do? Well, oil's looking good, so I don't really need to worry about that. I think it's just a weird, awkward time of just kind of chill. Weird to say, but, you know. I could chill, or I could add more. Let's add that there, actually. Not quite what I wanted to do, but let me just take a bunch of these back. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. It's a copper issue. Okay, that time was a bit much, not gonna lie. I do need to mine more copper again, is the issue. Ay. I'll just do that. I'll sacrifice them all, it's fine. It's not fine, but you know. I'm gonna say like 2 rows is good enough, honestly. Heck, probably the 1 row I have right now is too much. Okay, steel. Need green circuits. I have over 100 laser turrets at the moment. I think most of my Death World runs, I'm trying to remember is the issue. Because again, it's been a very long time since I did one. I want to say that the defining point for me getting lasers was robots. Because then they can actually like actively repair, actively replace any that get lost or broke. So I think that's going to be what I'm going to end up doing. Oh, hello. Let's watch this. Choke point right here. Ready? I mean, if they all just want to stand in the same spot, I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. Voila. Anybody else over here? Nope. Is this guy in the corner, I guess. Are there any other trouble areas? I mean, not really. I'm looking for... Okay, yeah, there's a lot of casualties over here, actually. Thing right, I could add another layer of normal turrets, but I think I'm just going to add more lasers, if I can, over here. It is going to be more of a draw on power when they fire, or when they all, like, threat analyzed. But, you know. Speaking of power draw. The stone furnaces are still going. They don't care. I need more green circuits. Yoink. Yoink. There we go. It's 1. It's fine. Normally I would be opposed to that idea, but it's fine for now. Am I missing... It's not red. Yeah, we're good on red. Okay. All these engines there. So it looks like it's blue. Blue's still going, though, so it's fine. Both furnaces are still alive, barely. Like how it's my flame turrets that are actually doing more damage. Should really stop doing that. Eventually robots are going to be doing what I'm doing, but it's fine. I was about to say, they didn't kill that, right? Because I'm pretty sure I placed this a while ago. Like the ghost, I just didn't actually place the turret. I was about to... 300 more walls. Let's go ahead and cancel... I was going to say some of those, but then I canceled them all like an idiot. Oh my gosh, too many engines. I really am just missing green circuits at the moment. I didn't expect copper to be this much of a bottleneck, but apparently it is. Who would have thought? On that note, I'm probably should do... let's do that. Reason for that's pretty simple. I need these green circuits for robots when I actually get there, and we're close. So I don't want to mess that up, really. That's what it comes down to. Just throw a bunch of crap in here that I don't need, that's taking up space. Probably should have done this a while ago, but, you know. Maybe I could put those... Meh. Oh my gosh, just the streams of fire. Is that necessary, guys? What was I going to hand make again? I've already forgotten. It's probably robotics when I get it. Because, yeah, we need green for that. Also need green for that. Flying robot frames. I don't know if it's because of the evolution. 0.63. Pollution is still actually about where time is at, which is good. I reduced pollution a lot because I think it's like almost 60-40 on my dead end playthrough side. I don't know what to call it. The other side where things went horribly wrong and I lost everything. Alright, so once this research gets done... a lot more steel I can get here. Just keep 1,000 on me, it's fine. What I want to do is I want to run up here, because it's almost done. And I want to snag these. And these require... yeah, have everything. Cool. I believe it's going to be right here. Nice. Can you tell I like robots? Okay, so this is robot frames. We need 400. I am going to need red circuits. I kind of forgot about that. Oh boy. Stop, please. Stop. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of them. You know what, we'll just take them all. Because I don't think... a Roboport, I believe, can cover this area. I don't have... No, well, apparently I don't. Never mind. I want to say a Roboport can cover this whole side, like the top to bottom. Maybe this... No, that's too far. I think this side's fine, though. Might need to. Not quite sure. How much? 16? Okay, well... Red circuits are about to slow down tremendously because not enough copper. Maybe it's time I re-expand out the wall a little bit. I mean, I can go out further this way. Alternatively, I can just get stuck on every wooden tree. Another alternative. I could do this. I don't recommend doing this if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, but this will allow more drilling. Just this is exactly what I'm concerned about, so I'm going to kind of just watch. If they destroy it, they destroy it. If they don't, they don't. Flame turrets shouldn't kill in theory. Oh, it actually acted kind of like a wall. A weird wall, but a wall nonetheless. I could identify what a wall does. It's very strong. So this may not be permanent, may not be like an every, you know, sort of situation, but you know. So other than the constant flickering, base is doing good. You know? We ain't going nowhere. We're not flying robots anywhere if we can't get to robots, so much as I don't want to do that, kind of have to. I know that this is not a long stream. It's only been 3 hours compared to, you know, the last couple of streams where it's been like 5-6 hours. But honestly, I'm feeling better. I don't feel better. I'm terrified. Oh no. They're killing laser turrets now. I don't feel better. I'm sad. I'm a big sad boy. They killed 2. Ay, ay, ay. That was a pretty bad attack, actually. Have we crossed the threshold again? I was gonna say, I've been feeling pretty good, like I'm actually gonna survive this, and then the last 2 attacks happened, so I don't know, man. Some shifted right then and there. I think the game was like, you're having fun? You think you're doing well? Pfft. Here's your heart. I rip it out, throw it, I spit on it, throw it on the ground, stomp it right in front of you. Feel good? And I'm like, no, what's wrong with you? Okay, robots. Maybe they realize that robots are coming and they have to do something about it. I don't know. Also, I do not feel safe keeping this up here, so we're just going to take this somewhere else. That top side's definitely spooky. Got to worry about that a little bit. Keep that in the back of my mind. But no, what I was going to say was I'm thinking of actually ending the stream here soon, just because, well, I kind of want to go for a walk and kind of enjoy the real world for a little bit. I know it sounds crazy, but, you know, touch grass and all. But I kind of want to beef up these lines just a little bit before things go horrifically wrong. Not that they would or anything, but, you know, they might. Lasers are still being used as a backline for now. That will change soon.tm. Alright, I think I literally just placed that. Rude. Whatever. Let me go replace it again. Oh, this time they took two. Never mind. Whatever. Am I still making more than enough for this? Let's take a look. This last, say, hour. 3.2, 3.6, maybe not. 700. I mean, that's starting to, oh gosh, starting to do the thing, honestly. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, the fire is actually doing a lot compared to the basically mathematically impossible run. Mathematical! Sorry, I just had to. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I do want to set this back up before I get off, though. Do that. Okay, save game. We're gonna do Butterfly Part 4. I'm doing a little bit of saving, you know, in various places when I feel like I need to now, because that, I don't know, sometimes I kind of like ride with my decisions, but then, yeah, that yesterday happened, so I don't want to deal with that again. So a little bit more time, we'll have, hey, look, there I am, dead. A little bit of time, we'll have the construction robots, and then construction robots will start to deal a little bit more with a lot of the various other things, realistically. This might also be me with that space lasers and whatnot. Man, I wish I could have artillery right about now. How I envy the player of this world. But yeah, that's basically what my goal is. My goal is to try to figure out what I'm gonna be doing for the future in terms of defense. Do I, like, at what point do I feel like it's safe enough to go nuclear? At what is going to be my, you know, tried and true proven idea for destroying biter nests? I don't know. Tank would be nice, not gonna lie, but I don't know, realistically, and that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know what I should do, so we'll figure it out at some point. But a lot of thinking was done today because A, I had some free time, and B, I I guess I had nothing better to do except for thinking about video games. But I have some ideas for next time, and I'm going to try to think a little bit. So, real quick announcement. Tomorrow is my brother's last stream for the first half of the year. So if you want to go tune in for the stream, we're going to be playing some World of Warships. I will try to be there for it because it's the last one before he goes like on a 3-week break. So, yeah. Come join for that. Happy Independence Weekend for everybody out there. If you're in America or not, and you celebrate, America's independence. That's basically what we're going to be doing this weekend as well. So, you see what? I don't see nothing. Yeah. I don't know. I may not stream World of Warships is what I was trying to say, Look, there's my base. You heard your name? Yeah. Go check out my brother's channel, link down below. Don't miss his last stream, like I said, before he goes on break. Hashtag lurker. I mean, I am too most of the time. Actually, I don't lurk. I just kind of watch videos. I'm a terrible human being in terms of supporting people online. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys are new around here, if you enjoyed the stream, leave a like down below. Consider hitting subscribe if you want to come back and watch the mayhem continue, maybe live. That's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.